even people within the White House say that Natalie was one of the people who argued for the ballroom and getting rid of the East Wing.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Natalie Harp has spent years telling America that Donald Trump helped save her life. Now a video apparently recorded in 2017 has resurfaced, and the timeline just created one hell of a fact check. Because there's a problem. Trump's right to try law didn't become federal law until May 30, 2018. That's how easy it is to get next to the President of the United States.
I didn't care much about politics until politics didn't care much about me. I'm Natalie Harp. 2 years ago, I was the victim of medical error. Accidentally infused with sterile water, I went into hemorrhagic shock, losing 100% of the average person's blood platelets, but only 30% of my own. Thanks to a rare blood condition, I became the only survivor of sterile water infusion.
So let's check the receipts. Harp didn't complete the process. White House officials knew. Security people reportedly objected. She remained next to the president for more than a year. Then Trump himself had to intervene. The mystery isn't merely, why didn't Natalie Harp have a clearance? It's, who kept letting her through the door? Fact check number 1, the sterile water story. In the old video, Harp says a medical mistake in 2015 caused her to be infused with sterile water instead of saline. She says she went into hemorrhagic shock and became the only survivor of sterile water infusion. Let's fact check that claim. Sterile water entering the bloodstream can absolutely be dangerous. But documented medical literature contains other survivors of sterile water-related infusion accidents. So, only survivor. The medical record says otherwise. Only as in the only one in the East-West that she told Trump to tear down and build a ballroom?
But today, I have cancer and chronic pain. I've had to pay my own medical bills, been denied appointments, prescribed opioids, given access to life-ending drugs. And every problem could be traced back to politics.
I have no patience for injustice, no tolerance for government incompetence, of which there is so much, no sympathy for leaders who fail their citizens. When innocent people suffer because our political system lacks the will or the courage or the basic decency to enforce our laws, or still worse, has sold out to some corporate lobbyist for cash, I am not able to look the other way, and I won't look the other way.
Fact check number 2. Did Trump's law save her? This is where things get even more interesting. Harp later said Trump's Right to Try Act gave her access to experimental treatment. At the 2020 Republican convention, she told Trump, "Without you, I'd have died waiting." Powerful story. Except, Right to Try applies to certain investigational drugs that have not been FDA-approved. Harp herself reportedly described receiving an FDA-approved immunotherapy drug for an unapproved use. Those are not the same thing. An FDA-approved drug being prescribed for another purpose is called off-label use. And according to reporting on Harp's own timeline, she discussed receiving her new treatment before Trump signed Right to Try into law. So Natalie is lying about that. There is no solid evidence that Trump's 2018 federal law gave Harp access to the treatment that saved her. That's how easy it is to get next to the President of the United States. And that changes the story. Because look at the timeline. 2015, Harp says the medical accident happens. 2017, she's already publicly praising Trump. May 2018, Trump signs Right to Try. 2019, Harp appears on Fox and Friends saying Trump's policy helped save her life. Trump sees her. He brings her on stage. Then she joins his political operation. And today, she's one of the people regularly standing closest to the president. So the question isn't whether Natalie Harp survived cancer. She says she did, and nothing we've found disproves that. The fact check is much narrower. Did Donald Trump's Right to Try law save Natalie Harp? Based on the publicly available timeline and the way she described her treatment. That claim has not been established. And that's what makes this resurfaced video so fascinating. Because Natalie Harp's devotion to Donald Trump may have started before the law she later credited with saving her life even existed. Now that deserves a closer look. Subscribe, share, comment below.
Kids thought they held the Trump card, but they didn't count on Donald Trump, like I did.